time for the state varsity hockey tournament on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports, presented by the South Dakota Amateur Hockey Association. The state hockey tournament is brought to you by Zander Auto Parts, the Aberdeen Chamber, Wagner Auto, Allied Plumbing and Heating, Weatherall, and the Field House.
Here comes a puck in front. It goes up over the top. And the Sioux Falls Flyers at 13:43 are going to score their first goal in this second period and their first goal of the game.
And by Bauman Lumber, DJ's Senix, Stalkin Peterson LLP, Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota, First United Methodist Church, and River Bottom Sanitation.
As Bretler carries it into the offensive zone, goes to a forehand, she scores! Kenzie Bretler beats Mariah Lincoln, and it's 2-1 with 12:31 to go in the third.
And by Hermanson Endodontics, Envirotech, Lake Area Tech, Leisure Palace, May Adam, Pelican Power Sports, and First Dakota National Bank.
62 saves for Rory Quab. Peska on her backhand, plays off the boards to Harris. As she slows it down, throws it in the net, tip, and it's off the net, and it goes in! And it's in! Sioux Falls wins the state championship!
And now to the booth for the call with John Winkler and Jim Lowe.
We are welcoming you back for our final game of day one here at the Boys State Hockey Tournament. John Winkler alongside Jim Lloyd as we pull up the brackets. Rushmore and Watertown, the final team, the final game of the day. Three teams did not win after scoring the first goal of the game. And the obvious statement is that Rushmore, being undefeated, they feel like they have everything it takes to go win the state hockey championship here once again this weekend. The other side of it is that all three teams today who scored first have not fared well, and you would think that Rushmore would like to be the first team to get on the board. And then can Watertown pull off the major upset and be the third upset of the day?
Nothing surprises me today.
I mean,
not today. There's three games that you would never guess they would go like they went. Of course, the last overtime game, that was a hard-fought game. But, man, what great 3 games we had.
It has been 3 great games, and I don't want to take anything from the Rushmore Thunder away when we're talking about this right now, but Watertown is the team to try and make this a great game. Rushmore, all season long, they have just dominated everybody. If we see a really good game, I'm not going to take anything away from the Rushmore Thunder, but If we see a really good game, that is going to be the Watertown Lakers that are playing their best hockey game of the season. And maybe for some of these guys might be their best hockey game of their life, because as good as Rushmore is, you have to, as good as you can play, you have to play better to try and beat this Rushmore Thunder team.
Well, there's no doubt about it. Coming in at 8th seed, Watertown's going to have to play their best game. There's no way around it. And to be honest with you, when you're going to beat Rushmore anywhere in this tournament or anywhere in the season for that matter, you had to play your best game. Nobody has beat them. There's been a couple teams, I think it was Sioux Falls West, gave them a little bit of run, and there's been some other teams, but for the most part, this Rushmore team has blown everybody out all year long. And we could talk stats all day long about this Rushmore team, but this is the one that kind of struck me. Talk about playing at the end of the season. We always talk about the team that gets hot in the end of the season. You don't consider this Rushmore team getting hot. The last 5 games, they outscored their opponents 70-0.
That's
figure that out.
And you're saying it's ho-hum for them.
Yeah,
you talk
it
about
seems like ho-hum, right?
Aberdeen's the hottest team coming in the state tournament.
Yeah.
But Rushmore has outscored their opponents 70-0 in the last 5 games, and that isn't even considered them to be a hot team.
We don't even talk about it.
Yeah, right, because it's just kind of how they have been. But, you look at Wyatt Reeder, who's got 53 goals to lead the state. They have 6 different guys, or 5 different guys that have scored 20-plus goals. Andrew Welling, who ended with 18 goals. He's close to having the 6th different guy to score 20-plus goals. Jackson Reeder had 13 goals. That is a total. And you also have Jackson Hepper with 14. 8 different guys that have scored 10-plus goals. Wyatt Reeder had a down year. He scored 96 points. He scored 116 last year. He had a down year this year, and he was 4 away from 100 again.
By the way, Jackson Reeder, his brother, he's 8th leading scorer on this team with 13 goals.
And then you go look on the other side for Watertown. Colin Kosuski's got 15 goals. Then Colin Solheim and Aiden Melville's got 13 goals. They're the number 2 guys that have scored 13 goals. And Jackson Hepper is the 8th leading guy scoring-wise. This Rushmore team is just so good that it is hard not to just say, hey, they're going to come in and win the state tournament.
Right.
But the Watertown Lakers are the first team, and there's going to be 2 more teams if Rushmore wins this game that are going to say, we have something to say about this. And Watertown, as the 8th seed, their game plan, they've worked all week. Because anybody who's working to try and stop the Rushmore Thunder, if you stop them and beat them, everything else should be easy for you, right?
That's right.
Coach Mason Lloyd, everything else is easy after you beat the Rushmore Thunder.
Well, and of course, I have a connection with Mason Lloyd, and I heard him do an interview with our local radio station and newspaper, and his comment was, when they started talking up about Rushmore Thunder, how good they are, and so on and so forth, this reporter did that, and he said, you know what? We might be the luckiest team in the state. We got a first crack at them.
Yeah.
And that's what the coaching staff for the Watertown Lakers is thinking. Now, do you get all that into the kids' heads? Maybe some, maybe you don't. You got to get that bought in. But this coaching staff, bring them on. We want to be one of the best teams in this league. You got to beat this team. You got to play with these teams. You have to.
The Rushmore Thunder and what every team, other than maybe 2 games this year, every team has struggled with. You go down 1-0, you feel like ball game's over.
Yeah.
You feel like you might as well wrap up and just try again tomorrow.
Well,
and for this Watertown Lakers team, you go down 1-0, you can't let that get into your mind, because the chances of Rushmore going up 1-0 and Watertown going up 1-0 are the chances of they're the number 1 seed for a reason. They're 22-0 for a reason. But being down 1-0 always feels like a complete mountain to come back from against this Rushmore team than what we've seen, because all 3 teams that have lost, they had a lead. A 3-goal lead in game 1, a 2-goal lead in game 2, a 1-goal lead in game 3. All of them did not win their game. And not that Rushmore is doomed to be 0-4, but certainly if you're Watertown, you use those 3 games and say, look, those teams are good. Yeah, they may not be as good as Rushmore, but all 3 teams that scored first did not win. We have to play like it's 0-0, even if we're down 1-0.
Well, and I think it's safe to say, because nobody has in the season, I think it's safe to say the Lakers are not going to put a lot of shots on goal. No. Nobody has.
Right.
Nobody has. And then you look at Brody Lee, half a goal a game is what he gives up. I mean, he doesn't even give up a full game or a full goal.
There have been games for this Rushmore Thunder team, and again, I don't want to take anything away from Brody Lee and Wyatt Simmons, who have traded time, that they could have not played, and the shots on goal were not as much as what they scored in those games.
Right.
Like, to try and set the stage and try and just put it into perspective of how good this Rushmore team has been this year, and they were last year too, that there are times where if they did not have a goalie and even played 5-on-5 with just out a goalie, they still would have won hockey games because they scored more than the other team had shots on goal. But again, as you mentioned, we got some inflatable deer and everybody else. There's a turkey that's walked into our. It is all. We have. It is hunting season here, and But yeah, going back to the point that this Watertown Lakers team again they have nothing to lose in this game.
They don't.
If you lose 10-0, nobody expects anything different. But if you hold them close and you win, boy, the Rookies Rangers are going to have their eyes wide open tomorrow playing, because they're fully expected to play the Rushmore Thunder tomorrow.
Yeah, the Watertown Lakers are not even expected to compete, right?
Right.
I mean, because nobody really has. I go back to that stat. They're 70-0.
70 goals for
70 goals
0
to
against.
nothing in their last 5 games.
Just in the last 5 games.
So if you get 2 goals around these guys, I mean, it looks like you're competing and having a great game. So we'll see. It's a tall task. And all you can do as an ace seed going up against a team that this powerful is to play well. Do the things that you do and play well.
By the way, they had 244 goals scored they had 15 goals against. No, I mean, you look at Sioux Falls East and Yankton had 37 goals against. Those are really good numbers, have 37 goals against. But 15 goals against, a goal differential of 229 in this hockey game, or in this hockey season. It just...
So we talk about the Lakers being number 8, and it's not the fact that the Lakers have a tall task. Nobody's touched them.
Yeah, they've outscored their next highest opponent by 88 goals, and then 22 less goals than Sioux Falls East and then Yankton. Obviously, Sioux Falls East got upset, so the next closest team in Yankton having 132 goals, that's 112 goals fewer than what Rushmore scored.
Yeah.
Just an incredible number. Even Sioux Falls West had 133. It's just an incredible number for this Rushmore Thunder. And again, the Watertown Lakers are going to come in here and give every bit that they have to try and win this hockey game. But some of it, we want to put the perspective. This Rushmore team is just that good.
Yeah, well, and think about all the games that were in runtime. I think half of their season was probably runtime.
And that's the other side of it, is if Watertown plays 3 close periods. We saw Sioux Falls East lead Rushmore after 2 periods in the state semifinal, which Rushmore still ended up winning 3-1. We have not seen them play a full hockey game without runtime. And I'm not going to say that team didn't try in the third period in some of those games, but it certainly is not the same as playing a 1 or 2 goal hockey game that you see in a late in the game. They've been well in hand almost all the way through this entire season. So
it'll be interesting to see how this Rushmore team comes out. You come out against a number 8 seed, you come out just to move to the next one, or do you go full tilt?
We'll see how this first period goes. It's going to be fun. Watertown Lakers, Rushmore Thunder coming up here from the Shields Iceplex, our final game of day 1. You're listening to the state tournament on Capital City Rock, and you're watching it on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
It starts with a little push, a hand to hold, and the courage to step onto the ice for the very first time. But somewhere along the way, you stop needing a hand to hold. You find your edge, you find your grit, and you realize you are never skating alone. The future of hockey is waiting with South Dakota Hockey.
Weatherall Roofing and Insulation is a family-owned business that has served Central South Dakota for over 25 years. Weatherall Roofing and Insulation specializes in metal roof restorations and flat roof repair. They also offer the highest quality insulation using closed-cell polyurethane foam and blow-in fiberglass. For all your roofing or insulation needs, make Weatherall your first choice. And remember, just foam it.
The puck drops, the crowd roars. South Dakota hockey is in full swing. Capital City Ford is proud to support this year's state varsity hockey tournaments and celebrate the dedication, teamwork, and passion of every player on the ice. To all the seniors, congratulations on an incredible season. Whether you're heading off to college or staying close to home, we're here for all of your automotive needs. Stop by Capital City Ford in Pierre. We'll get you on the road to your next adventure. Capital City Ford in Pierre, driven by community, powered by you.
Hockey fans, are you ready for power, speed, and precision on and off the ice? At Pelican Power Sports, we bring that same championship mentality to your ride. Whether it's snowmobiles, ATVs, motorcycles, jet skis, or UTVs, we service and repair them all to keep you in the action year-round. Pelican Power Sports, service and repair with a personal touch.
At Muth Electric, we don't just power projects, we empower people. We invest in training, mentorship, and career development opportunities at every level. Because strong careers build strong communities. Your future is bright with Muth Electric. Muth Electric now hiring.
Do something to launch your future at Lake Area Tech. It's a living, working, thought-producing environment to help you level up in the workforce. Combined with hands-on training and real-world experience, You'll be ready to find a high-paying career you'll love right out of school, the way 99% of our graduates do. It's the best return on your college investment, the quickest path to your future success. Lake Area Tech, the start of something new.
We welcome you back as we get set for our final game of the night. The Watertown Lakers making their way out onto the ice right now. Rushmore Thunder already out there as we get set for Game 4 of 4 between the Rushmore Thunder and the Watertown Lakers. We look at the starting goalies as we'll have the starting lineups coming up here in just a moment. Wyatt Simmons will get the start in net for the Rushmore Thunder. 12 wins, 0.69 goals against average, a save percentage of .933, and 7 shutouts on the regular season. For the Watertown Lakers, it is Cole Nygaard, as he has 6 wins, 4.25 goals against average, .872 save percentage, and 1 shutout. As we send things over to Randy Preston for the introduction of our starting lineups.
And visiting Watertown Lakers, taking on the first seed and home team, Rushmore Thunder. Let's meet the starting lineup. First, for the Watertown Lakers. Starting right wing, number 38, Colin Solheim. At left wing, number 12, Aiden Melville. At forward, number 17, Colton Kosuski. On defense, number 22, Jack Elsher. On defense, number 8, Colton Sutton. And in goal, number 1, Cole Nygaard. Head coach for the Lakers is Mason Lloyd. He's assisted by Jesse Van Heel, Thomas Fearing, and Lucas Joyce. And now, the starting lineup for the 1 seed, Rushmore Thunder. At right wing, number 4, Kaden Howard. At left wing, number 27, Jackson Reeder. Center, number 29, Cameron Ritter. On defense, number 24, Jackson Truster. On defense, number 13, Jackson Heffer. And in goal, number 35, Wyatt Simmons. Head coach for the Thunder is Conrad Reeder, assisted by Hudson Barrett, Caleb Merchant, and Michael Ritter. Your game official desk for tonight's game, as assigned by the South Dakota Amateur Hockey Association, are as follows. Referees, first from Munising, Michigan, Brian Rice, and from Ishpeming, Michigan, Trevor Preston. Your linesmen, from Ontonaga, Michigan, Matt Strand, and from Onaway, Michigan, Matt Jones. I'm from Ontonaga! All right, folks, who's ready for a little hockey tonight?
We are ready to go here from the Shields Iceplex, as it is our final game tonight. The top seed Rushmore Thunder, the 8th seed Watertown Lakers. Jim Lloyd's got the call, and we'll see what the Watertown Lakers have in store for this top-seeded Rushmore Thunder.
Well, John, you know I have a little black and yellow in my blood. Probably calling the right game for that, huh?
I would say that could go any way. Nobody would know if you got Rushmore Thunder or Watertown Lakers unless they know you.
Well, it's going to be important for the Watertown Lakers to keep this thing as close as you possibly can. It is Kosuski. Cameron Ritter. It is won by the Watertown Lakers as they're going to dump it down deep. It is Wyatt Simmons in the goal for the Rushmore Thunder, as this puck is tied up over on the far side. And Rushmore Thunder are up and out of their defensive zone, bringing this one in. There goes a shot on by Nygaard, or Nygaard gets a shot there. That was by Jackson Reeder. As the Rushmore Thunder work in the offensive zone, a little push there, trying to get this one up and out. is Sutton. There goes a shot on, maybe a try to tip in front. In front was Rushmore Thunder.
Cole Nygaard with his 872 save percentage. He's going to be. He was on his game when I was up in Watertown for that game against the Hawaii Capitals. He was very much on in that game, and if he can do that tonight, he's got to be able to do that tonight for Watertown.
Cole Nygaard has had some really good games in the net. He's that senior goaltender for the Watertown Lakers. As a centering pass high in the wheels, surrounded there by the Lakers, maybe touched on by Nygaard, and now he does have it. Another stoppage of play. We're just a minute in. It's the fourth game. Today we had 3 good ones so far, and this game we hope can stay as close as we can. That's the only hope that the Lakers have, is to try to keep this thing close. It is the #1 powerhouse of the league, and that is the Rushmore Thunder, as they try to tap that one along here on the near side. As the Watertown Lakers, this is Quentin Jorgensen getting it going the right way, and they're up and out. That is Tyson Lawrence. He's going to go in one-on-one, gets it tapped away. Now he's going to throw it down deep. Throwing it down deep to the far side for Bailey Dorneman. He's going to wrap that one around as this puck comes out in front of that Rushmore bench, thrown out in the neutral zone. This is Steen. Steen's going to go in on his forehand, looking for a centering pass off the shoulder of Cole Nygaard as he hugged the pipe. This is a Rushmore Thunder kicking it back down below that red line over on that far side. They're going to wrap this one around to Welling as they're looking in front there. Cole Nygaard maybe got a piece of that one in front as the Lakers. This is Elsher's going to pitch it in to the Watertown Laker bench.
Let's see if we can see that replay from that pass. That was a perfectly executed pass that comes through right here. And you can see that Nygaard had no idea that back pass was coming back around where it came from, and it gave that opportunity for the Rushmore Thunder to get that first goal, but it was just missed.
Caden Brozick is going to go in. This face-off is won by the Rushmore Thunder down in that far corner. I'm going to push it back around on the chase. There is Elsher. He's going to get knocked off the puck right at that far corner, and it comes back out. This is Van Gilder. Van Gilder going to get it going with his legs in the neutral zone. A nice pass over to the other side to Bodsma and pushes it down, and Wyatt Simmons gets his first touch. They are going to call it they're going to call it a shot on goal. Yes, Grady Bodsberg.
I think it's a generous shot on goal, but I think overall, Watertown ends up, or not Watertown, but just any team gets those generous shots on goal against Watertown, against the Rushmore Thunder.
This is Kozuski, wins it out. As Solheim's going to throw it down deep in the corner, not ready for it down there was Melville. It's going to carry him back around. We're chasing over there is Wyatt Reeder.
Got Reeders and Ritters.
Ritters and Reeders, yep. 2 Reeders and a Ritter. Holding it is Marco, a shot in front. And that puck, it scores! The Watertown Lakers are going to score, and they're on the board. At 14-19, it was Marco that shot it first, and I believe it's going to be Melville.
I was so surprised by it. I didn't get the replay in time, but
right there it was Melville diving for that one, and Marco is going to get one of the assists, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, Melville from Marco.
So Marco shoots that one in, and the Watertown Lakers are up 1-0. This goes to Marco over on the far side, tapped up forward, looking for Melville once again. It's Aiden Melville. Aiden Melville has 13 goals, and that's got to give you just a little bit of spark here if you're the Watertown Lakers. Between the wheels and a shot. That shot went on by Solheim. As Kozuski goes down, Solheim had a good look at it. As Colton Solheim, a nice shot right there. Wyatt Simmons. Colin Solheim.
It is going to be a face-off to the left of Wyatt Simmons. They're going to move them. I'm surprised that the faceoff is going to go outside the zone.
Colin Solheim had a good look at it right there. He came to the Lakers after Christmas from the Sioux Falls Power, and good to have him aboard. As Rushmore, this is Reeder. Wyatt Reeder getting surrounded at the blue line by Watertown Lakers. This puck pops straight up in the air, and it is Rushmore Thunder looking up front, looking to Merchant. He couldn't get his hands on it. As Kozuski. Puck is in back, and Elsher. Elsher's going to get it going. He's going to look for a cross-ice pass, intercepted by Wyatt Reeder, and they're going to have an offsides call. Offsides is the call of Rushmore. As the Watertown Lakers strike first and lead this 1-0. 4 shots on goal already for the Lakers. As Steen, there's a good shot right there. It goes off the top. That was by Merchant. Goes off of Nygaard. Looking for a centering pass all the way over to the far dot. Wyatt Reeder. He's going to take it down below the red line. Centering pass. Lots of traffic in front for the Lakers. And there's a shot by Merchant. It goes off in traffic and on the backside. They're going to score, Rushmore Thunder.
Well, look at the replay here.
13:07.
Nygaard, he was kind of being, maybe not so much being held by the Rushmore Thunder that was to the side of him. He wasn't real thrilled about that. Man, that was very, very close to being a little bit of goaltender interference.
Yep, and that's what he's arguing right there, you can see. As we are already underway and off the face-off, it's going to go out to Wyatt Simmons.
Wyatt Reeder that scored.
It is going to be Wyatt Reeder.
From Merchant and Steen.
Reeder and Steen. As this is Hepper trying to push it forward up there. Trying to get up to Reeder. Jackson Reeder. This puck comes out to the neutral zone and thrown in. Intercepted. It is intercepted. This is Ritter. Ritter's going to try to turn the corner against Sutton. He can't get around the corner. There goes a shot on. And Cole Nygaard's got it in his glove. 12:33. It's a 1-1 game. The Watertown Lakers, Rushmore Thunder. And you can see Cole Nygaard. He thought the same thing you did, John, on that replay.
It was close, but I don't think that he was impeded enough to not be able to get over across the way.
This is Marco turning around, looking for a pass up to Kozuski. He can't get it on his stick. We're back at the defense. This comes up to Solheim. Solheim tries to touch it along, goes back to Hepper. Hepper creating some room in his defensive zone, goes all the way over to the far side to Reeder. Reeder's going to step around with it. Now he's going to come up to Hepper, and he's going to get it going with his legs. Puts the brakes on just inside the blue line. And that one is wrapped around. Marco's trying to get there and back to Nygaard. As there's a Nygaard takes one off the pad, goes over into the far corner. Rushmore Thunder playing this offense, is aggressive offense like they do. And going back the other way is the Lakers. Pinching down is Van Gilder. He gets a piece of it. Brady Bogsberg trying to push it in the right direction. Going back is Williams. Williams going to throw it on net as he gets taken off the puck at the red line. This is Jack Elsher. Jack Elsher, they're looking for a long pass up to Bogsberg, and it is going to be an icing call on the Lakers. 11:18 in this first period. The Lakers struck first. It was Melville from Marco, and then Wyatt Reeder from Merchant and Steen, and we have a 1-1 game.
It's amazing how your perspective might change, because if you had said 1-1 6 minutes in, you'd absolutely take it, but you'd love to still be winning 1-0 right now.
Holding the zone here is the Rushmore Thunder. This is Welling. Welling leaves it back. Jack Elsher trying to turn it around out to that blue line, and Jensen holds it in momentarily and out into the neutral zone. This is Jensen. Defense over to defense for the Rushmore Thunder. Rushmore Thunder up into neutral zone. This is Merchant. Merchant can't get all of it, and they are going to be offsides as Reeder got there just a little bit quick. Everybody stays out. Nope, now Watertown's going to change out their defense.
1-1 on the South Dakota Hockey scoreboard. 10:47 to go here in the first period.
You look at the two benches, the Watertown Lakers are all standing up. And over on that Rushmore bench, everybody's sitting down in line. And the Lakers can't change being the guests, so they got to pull the defense back out.
You see Coach Lloyd on the other side saying, hey, we got to be quick on our change. Can't take too long to get off the bench.
Face-off won by Rushmore. This is Reeder. Wyatt Reeder's going to take it up with his legs, going to weave around, surrounded by Lakers. Up and out of the Lakers are up. This is Kozuski. I'm sorry, that was Boston Butler over on that far side and taken away by the Rushmore Thunder. And we're going to get a whistle.
Offside against Watertown.
Late offsides, but it was offsides nonetheless. Now everybody can change. 10:24 in this first period. It's the fourth game of 4 today. And after this game, we will have tomorrow's stage set as Watertown Lakers win this. Marco tried to push it in. This is Hepper. Hepper going on his forehand. He's going to kick it along, get it down into that far corner. Marco is there. Marco gets taken off the puck. That puck is played right behind Cole Nygaard. Picked up on the near side, a swing and a miss in front. That was Cameron Ritter that didn't get anything. Right in the front, far side. This is Melville looking for a centering pass. There to pick it off was Jackson Reeder. This puck is Karen Brown. Offensive zone here. Now it's up and out into the neutral zone as Melville chases over to the far side. And this is Jackson Reeder going to throw it all the way back down. Karam's back around. Watertown Lakers. This is Marco in the near corner. This one goes out to Hepper, and we are underway. This is Solheim. Solheim's going to go in, one on the goalie, and he's going to take it, and he scores! Colin Solheim on a breakaway at 9:25.
Let's check out the two replays here. Solheim on the breakaway goes over the shoulder on the stick side of Simmons and puts it home. Hey, actually, I think he went 5-0 on Simmons. Let's see that replay from the other angle.
As Colin Solheim found himself one on the goalie.
Hey,
yeah, 5-0.
And how about that? Watertown's got 2-1 lead here in the first period.
It's 2-1, John. As the Rushmore Thunder go down deep. And Kozuski takes his man into the wall, and this goes all the way back. For the Rushmore Thunder, this is Williams trying to get it going on the right direction. On the red line, dumps it down in the corner. This is Brozic chasing in the corner. And the Watertown Lakers try to chip it out. That's Sutton. It gets out of the zone, but in the neutral zone. This is Jake Root. As players collide, taking off the puck there. Or the Rushmore Thunder. There goes a shot right into the goal by Wyatt Reeder. Right into the glove of Nygaard. Lakers lead 2-1.
Again, if you're Coach Lloyd and you got told at the start of the week or 2 weeks ago, 8:44 to go in the first period, you're going to lead 2-1. I don't think there's anything that you would say other than I'll take it. I will. Love it.
At this point, if you're the Lakers, you just play, right? You just play.
You're just playing.
You stick to your game plan and you just play. And that's exactly what the Lakers bench is saying, that we got to get our shift chains a little bit faster here. As this is Brixton Steen in the corner. Held in here by the Rushmore Thunder. That's a pad saved by Nygaard. Kicked out to the side. Merchant walking red line. He's going to try to stuff it in, and Nygaard's got it. Stoppage of play.
And again, every whistle, Watertown fans are taking a deep breath.
Yep.
I don't think there's anybody on the Rushmore side that is overly concerned down 2-1 right now. But everybody in Watertown is sitting on pins and needles with 8:26 to go in the first period already.
Again, you just, if you're the Watertown Lakers, you try to stay with them. You stay with them until the end as Jensen holds the line right in front. As the stick is lost, down in front, cleaning it out, is the Watertown Lakers. This is Wyatt Reeder down on the far side as he intercepted that exit pass by the Watertown Lakers. Stepping around is the Rushmore Thunder, taking off their stick. This one comes back out to the Watertown Lakers. Butler's trying to keep it going forward on the far side. Rushmore's back the other way, 2-on-1 if they're in a hurry. and it gets taken off their stick. Going back for the Watertown Lakers is Tyson Lawrence. He's going to try to turn it in the right direction now. Lawrence, they can clean it out into the neutral zone. Watertown Lakers are up 2-1 in this fourth and final game of the day. And this is Elsher taking the interception, a shot, and a glove save with a confident Wyatt Simmons.
So he's a tall goalie. You can't even see the top of his head on the camera angle that we have.
There you see him.
He has so far has made 4 saves on 6 shots.
Kozuski taking the face-off as the puck is pinned up against that near side. Pushed back around by the Rushmore Thunder. In that far corner, Kozuski with a check over on the far side, and Sutton taps it into the offensive zone. This is Melville. He's going to try to tap it along over on the far side. And Solheim can't quite catch up to it right away. Loses it off his stick. Trying to get chipped out, and it does. This is Lawrence going to push it back the right way. This is Ritter. He's got to walk the line as they were offside. They go in onside. Taken away by Sutton. Sutton over on the far corner as Cole Nygaard taps it off to his left side on a pad save. Watertown Lakers trying to get it back out. And they get it out into the neutral zone. This is Solheim. Solheim going to shake back around. Nice defense there by Hepper. Neutral zone play as Van Gilder is against Ritter. Down in the near corner. This is Quentin Jorgensen trying to step around in a shot. And they score. That is Wyatt Reeder. And he has 2.
It's a quick shot. And he silenced the Watertown crowd with it on top of it.
So Wyatt Reeder is going to get his second one. And it's a 2-2 game. And that one surprised Nygaard as Reeder has been able to surprise every goalie in the league. And this is Reeder. Reeder's going to go in 1-on-3. He's going to chase back around down into the corner looking for a centering pass as Van Gilder gets it up and out of the zone. That's Reeder from Reeder. That would be Wyatt from Jackson. As this is Wyatt Reeder looking in as he's going to get a little space in the neutral zone. He's going to step around Van Gilder playing defense there. And Reeder gets to the dot, takes a quick shot, and Nygaard, there's a puck in front, and they score. Rushmore Thunder. And that's going to be Wyatt Reeder as he gets the assist, and I believe it's going to be Williams. Is that right?
Let's watch the replay here real quick. It is Keaton Brozick that will score.
Okay, it's Brozick.
It was right there that just turned around and was able to punch it in right in front of the doorstep. And as quickly as it was 2-1, it is now a 3-2 game in favor of Rushmore.
Rushmore Thunder back to Hepper as he's going to work up out of his defensive zone. And Brozick does get the goal. And we're going to have an offsides call.
Brozick had 9 goals during the regular season, so adding that on to it, another guy that has scored 10-plus goals for this Rushmore Thunder team with his 10th of the entire year.
We're going to face off in the neutral zone. It's 1 as Merchant tries to bring it in. He gets surrounded because in the neutral zone. This is Dorneman. He's trying to get it off that red line. And it is picked up by Hepper. Hepper's going to circle in his defensive zone, going to leave it for his teammate all the way up to Steen. Steen's going to look to throw it in. He was looking to throw it over on that other side. And it's a stick. A loose stick down in the corner for a second there. And this is Reeder on a backhand. We got players down in front of the net as Hepper circles around, going to take a quick shot, missed everything. As Wyatt Reeder picks it up, and where's it at? And Cole Nygaard, and it went past. So Wyatt Reeder threw it in on a low-angled shot and got a rebound. And Cole Nygaard's not very happy as he, once again,
That one kind of looked a little bit like it might have been pushed in. We're going to slow it down here. Let's see here. We'll try to get that replay going again.
Wyatt Reeder threw it in for the corner right there on the right-hand side.
And it nearly went in, but it wasn't covered, and they hit the glove.
Oh, yeah, it was underneath his glove or his elbow.
And so then it was pushed in from hitting the glove of Cole Nygaard, which then is the reason why.
And I think Cole was saying that he should have got a whistle there, as he thought he had it covered. As the Rushmore Thunder are quickly up through the neutral zone, just onside, and they're not onside. As we are going to face off right in front of that Watertown bench.
And this is now the danger zone that everybody gets into against Rushmore. You're down by 2 goals, which feels like it's impossible to come back from. Can Watertown withstand this, get to maybe the period break, and then start back over in the second?
4:26 left in this first period. Watertown Lakers, this is Solheim, looking for a centering pass up and out of the defensive zone. He's going to take it in back of his own goalie. Now looking for Kozuski in the middle, and it's going to be tapped out down to Melville. Melville all the way down to the corner, down below that red line. He's going to take it all the way back around, put it back out. And we got a broken stick there by Solheim. As Jack Elsher going to try to push it in the right direction. And Solheim's trying to do what he can do without a stick. And this is Elsher. Elsher's going to bring it in, going to throw it in as he gets taken off the puck, and that's going to be a later hit. So the Rushmore Thunder are going to get the first penalty of the game.
Watertown count a little bit of a break on top of that too, because they only had 4 guys on the ice at that point whenever the penalty came. Caden Howard will get called for the penalty for the rough.
So the Watertown Lakers are going to get a chance to see what their power play looks like.
This is a big opportunity for the Lakers to try and get within 1 late in this first period.
This is Sutton. Melville touches along right in front. There's a good shot there by Kozuski. And Wyatt Simmons finds it in his glove. We're going to face off again. Watertown Lakers winning that face-off. To the right-hand side of Wyatt Simmons. Is won by Rushmore, and they're off to the races as this puck gets pushed back in the right direction. Is Sutton going to throw it in deep? It is a Pelican Power Sports power play here for the Watertown Lakers. As it comes out to Solheim, he's going to push it down deep and wrap it all the way around Melville. Melville gets rubbed off the puck. Kozuski tries to get it going in the right direction. He controls it on the red line, takes it back out to Marco. Marco just inside the blue line all the way to Solheim. Solheim's going to back over to Marco. There goes a shot by Marco, and it's off the pipe. As Solheim keeps it alive in that near corner. As now it's turned over here. And Rushmore Thunder, this is Merchant. Merchant and Reeder are in 2-on-2. And here goes a shot on all the way across. Maybe looking for Reeder by the post. As the Watertown Lakers had a couple good shots on their power play and thrown all the way back down on net. Where's the Rushmore Thunder? On the far corner, this is Elsher. Going to get it up through the neutral zone. It's turned over and thrown back down. Quentin Jorgensen going to get it up to the neutral zone and going to throw it down as it is once again cleared out by the Rushmore Thunder. 2:22 left in this first period. And this is Hepper. Hepper looking for centering pass, taken away. Nice defense there by the Lakers. This is Grady Bosberg going to put it in on a backhand. Rushmore Thunder defensive zone. This is Hepper. 19 seconds left on this power play for the Lakers, and they're going to throw it down and clear it out once again. Lakers have to go to the distance of the ice. 13 seconds. This is Elsher. He's going to put the brakes on, and he's going to look up into the neutral zone. And over on the far side, as the Lakers try to center the puck to Bosberg, and he can't keep it going, and we are full strength. Minute 43 left in this first period. Watertown Lakers are down 4-2 against the Rushmore Thunder team that most people in the league feel that the state championship goes through this Rushmore team unbeaten. As this is one in the corner. That's Boston Butler trying to get it down in the corner. They're Van Gilder couldn't get it back down to the ice. Rushmore Thunder trying to break out of the defense, and they do. This is Merchant coming in, goes back to his forehand, steps back around, and it's pushed back over to the corner. Pushed back over to the corner for the Rushmore Thunder as Sutton and Markle get in up against the boards in the back of Nygaard. This is Wyatt Reeder stepping around in the near corner. Sutton is there. And Markle clears it down over to the far corner. Butler on a backhand, and they're out. This is Van Gilder across the red line. And we are at that 1 minute mark. Over to the near side. This is Wyatt Reeder. Back over to Merchant. Merchant gets run off the puck on that far side. Sutton reaches out for it and leaves it back over to Markle. Markle working behind his own goalie, wrapped back around Melville. Melville high on the circle at the Kozuski. Kozuski's going to go in 1-on-3. Steps back around. Nice moving back. Puts it in back himself, maybe looking for a wraparound on a backhand, and can't hold it in. Rushmore Thunder, this is Reeder and Hepper. And it goes back over to Reeder and taking a shot and blocked away by Quentin Jorgensen. Maybe saved a goal there as Nygaard was down on his belly and that net was wide open. And this is Solheim. Solheim's going to pull it in. They're going to go 1-on-2. Going to take a quick shot into the glove of Wyatt Simmons.
1.6 to go. Again, Rushmore's got a 4-2 lead, but if you told Coach Lloyd the Watertown Lakers he'd be down 4-2 after the first period, I don't think they would say they would.
You'd take it.
Yeah, you'd take it. But after having a 1-0 and 2-1 lead, I don't think they'll take it anymore when they go to the locker room.
1.6 left as this one gets tapped away after the faceoff, and that's what it's going to be. It's going to be 4-2 as the Watertown Lakers struck first in this game. Rushmore Thunder came back, and then again, the Lakers struck again, making it 2-1, and then it was 3 unanswered goals by the Rushmore Thunder. And it's 4-2 going to the locker room after 1.
We will step aside and come back with our first intermission report as you're listening to the state tournament on Capital City Rock. Watching it on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. It is KCCR FM Blunt, a Riverfront broadcasting station.
Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims to provide treatment that is not only comfortable, but has a quality-first emphasis. We believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art three-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics, 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre.
Wagner Auto Company is your complete transportation headquarters. Now is the time to order your new Buick, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram vehicles, plus a good selection of quality pre-owned and certified pre-owned vehicles. They'll take care of you after the sale with a full-service parts and auto body shop with trained technicians, along with a friendly financing team that'll work with you to find the best deal and one that'll fit your budget. Wagner Auto is your local full-service family-owned dealership for over 115 years. WagnerAuto.com. That's WagnerAuto.com.
Quality fuel, quality service. That's the DJ Cenex promise. Derek and Maggie Dell are proud supporters of local hockey. Swing by for a quick refuel and experience the local friendly service and clean atmosphere that makes a difference. We're more than just a gas station. We're your hometown partner on the road. Get ready, because the best is getting even better. Our brand new state-of-the-art car wash upgrade is coming soon to give your vehicle the VIP treatment it deserves. DJ Cenex, fueled by community, driven by you.
As our Aberdeen teams take the ice at the state hockey tournament, we're cheering them on from home and inviting you to come see where that pride begins. Aberdeen is a community that rallies together, on the ice, in our schools, and across our local businesses. From great food and unique shopping, to year-round events and family fun, there's always something happening here. So when the tournament wraps up, make plans to visit. Discover what makes Aberdeen worth the trip at aberdeensd.com.
Need cool as heck logoed caps, t-shirts, and snuggly sweatshirts fast? Get them at Cotton & Customs Embroidery and Screen Printing Studio in Volga. Their cool new, faster screen printing technique means no more plasticky, dried-out lettering to peel off after a few washings. No logo? Let Cotton & Customs design and digitize one for you, free. See their colorful embroidered logos really pop. Click cottonandcustoms.com. Let's brand your brand together.
The lawyers at the May Adam Law Firm in Pierre know how important your families are to you. If you've been putting off getting your affairs in order, know that the May Adam Law Firm is available to counsel you through your questions and help you get the documents in place so that you've made your loved ones secure. Call them at 224-8803 and they can chat with you about how to document your concerns and care for your family. We're all in this together, and the May Adam Law Firm is ready and able to help.
As we welcome you back, it is the end of the first period, and it is a 4-2 lead for the for the Rushmore Thunder over the Watertown Lakers. John Wickler alongside Jim Lloyd. It is getting late at night, isn't it, Jim? But it is.
Well, it's not that late, but man, we had some games. It takes a lot of energy.
Well, this lead right here, as you look at the stats, White Reader's got 2 goals. As it was Caden Brozick and Brixton Steen scoring for the Rushmore Thunder. Aiden Melville and Colin Solheim. Watertown got the first goal of the game and then led 2-1 as well. And Rushmore has scored the last 3 goals. As we start to look at some of these replays here from this first period. And we start with that first goal that was scored by the Rushmore Thunder, or excuse me, by the Watertown Lakers. And we'll get to that here in a second. There we go. And right there, I didn't get the first part of it, but Melville dove to score that puck that was right behind Wyatt Simmons, who did not cover it cleanly. They made a 1-0 game at that point. And then, as we got farther along in that first period, the tying goal, that I believe, this was tied the game up as this puck came in close and in tight. And it was stuffed in by Wyatt Reader. As again, we'll look at that next replay. And look, Cole Nygaard was open, looking for maybe goaltender interference, but did not get it. And it made it a 1-1 tie. All right, we'll get out of that replay. We don't need to see all of those replays. I don't even think they were playing. They weren't even playing the right ones that I was trying to look for. But then all of a sudden, it went down the other way. And the Watertown Lakers took the lead back. Colin Solheim got a breakaway, and he went 5-0 on Wyatt Simmons right there to make it a 2-1 game. And it turned into Watertown taking the lead. We'll see the replay again. That made it 2-1 to go 5-0 on Simmons. And it's a 2-1 lead for Watertown. And then to tie things up here for the Rushmore Thunder, Wyatt Reader again, just a simple shot that came from the side, but Reader's got such a good shot. We'll look at that again here from this side of things. You can see he kind of caught Nygaard off balance a little bit, or just off guard, and it made it a 2-2 game. And a 3-2 lead as this one came in. And that rebound that was turned around, Brozick had it. He spun all the way around, ended up scoring to make it a 3-2 game. And then our final one that made a 4-2 lead. That bouncing puck, and Nygaard didn't necessarily have the puck covered. But he thought again.
He thought he should have got a whistle there.
He thought he had it covered enough to force that whistle, or it might have been pushed in without them hitting the puck. And it turned into, and then this last play, we didn't get to show the replay of it, but that post that was hit on the power play for the Watertown Lakers. As that one here, we'll get back out of that and go back into that replay here in a second. Let's see if we can get it to play. There we go.
I think that was Tate Marco that shot this right off the post.
Gonna slow it down here, and you'll be able to see on that far side post, just clanked it off the post. It would have made it a 4-3 game, but instead it is a 4-2 lead for the Rushmore Thunder over the Watertown Lakers. But again, Jim, if you would have told Coach Lloyd and this coaching staff and these players it's a 4-2 game, you had a 1-0 lead and a 2-1 lead, it's a 4-2 game. If you had told them 2 weeks ago whenever the matchups were set, I don't think they'd be complaining about it right now. I don't know they're complaining about it in the locker room, but they have a lot more confidence in this locker room than what they did what you thought maybe they were going to have in that first period.
Well, in the Watertown Lakers, you came out ready to play, number one, and number two, you're in this thing. You're down 2 goals, and you saw the one that could have made it 4-3, just an inch away of the pipe. But you have to like the looks that you're getting if you're the Watertown Lakers. You're just putting the puck on net, and have gotten a couple of them to go. It's the Watertown Lakers. It's a tall task yet because this team, for the Rushmore Thunders, they do score goals. And you're going to have to score 5 and 6, 7 goals to beat this team, and that's if you play good defense. So you have to stay within 2. You don't want to get down by 3, but you got to keep it close if you're going to give yourself a chance.
Well, and we mentioned it earlier in our pregame show about the Rushmore Thunder. They have given up a total of 15 goals in 22 games. They've given up 2 goals in the first period against the Watertown Lakers, and they trailed twice in this first period. Watertown, for as good as Rushmore is, Watertown right now has played the best game that anybody has probably seen against the
especially in the first period.
Yeah, especially in the first period. They have trailed before, but to be down 1-0 and to have a 2-1 lead for Watertown, again, they can be playing with some confidence. Now, the other side of it is that you see this 2-goal lead for the Rushmore Thunder, and what they did to everybody was just pile it on.
Right.
A 2-goal lead today has been nothing for for 2 of the 3 teams that trailed by 2 goals or more. They came back and won those games. But a 2-goal lead against Rushmore feels like it's a 7-goal deficit that you have to try and come back from because just how good they are. But this Watertown team, they get the next one. They get the first one of the second period. That completely changes the complexity of this hockey game.
Well, and you play with confidence if you're the Watertown Lakers. Remember, nobody expected you to win. Nobody expected you to compete. Yeah. So the game plan was good. You stick with the game plan and hope to be there in the end. You got to keep it close.
We look at the brackets on Capital City Rock Sports right now. If you're watching Owyhee and Sioux Falls East, that'll be the first game of the day against Sioux Falls East. Sioux Falls West will play the team that falls in this game at 2:30. It's a 12 o'clock game for the first one between Owyhee and Sioux Falls East. Then a 2:30 game for Sioux Falls West against the team that does not win this game. Yankton and Aberdeen at 5 o'clock in the state semifinal. And then Brookings takes on the winner of this game at 7:30 between Rushmore and Watertown. That'll be coming up tomorrow night as well. And we've got another 4 games tomorrow. And boy, that Sioux Falls East and Owyhee game, those 2 games that Sioux Falls East and Owyhee played were not close, but both teams are feeling devastated after a loss. But what team can respond a little bit better? The Capitals, obviously, even though they're the 6th seed, didn't feel like they should be the 6th seed. They felt like they could be competing for that state semifinal, where Sioux Falls East is feeling like they were a state championship type of team. They could go to the state championship. How do they respond after their loss to Aberdeen? And then, again, how does Sioux Falls West respond from an overtime loss, whether it be against Watertown? And could you imagine the 1-4 matchup being the consolation semifinal game? I don't know if that would. I don't know if the 1 and 2 seeds have ever lost in the same day in the first round of a state tournament. But that would be a wild second game of the day, being 1 versus 4 in the consolation semifinal. But Rushmore does have a 2-goal lead right now, and they're a team that they put a lot of teams away when they lead by 2 or more. They can do so pretty quickly.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough one. Lakers, you have to play like you did in the first period. Play with a little confidence. Again, you're not even supposed to be in this one.
That's right. And here they are, down by just 2. As we step aside and come back with the second period after this, you're listening to the state tournament on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
The Fieldhouse in Pierre is the perfect place to sit back and watch the state hockey tournament with friends and family. The Fieldhouse with a full bar gives you that feeling like you're at the game without having to leave town, with a selection of your favorite concession-type food, and who doesn't love some pizza? There's free popcorn, peanuts, and Gardettos to complement any of your snack cravings while enjoying the games on one of the many big-screen TVs. The Fieldhouse, 2013 Eastgate Avenue in Pierre. Your place for the game this weekend. Go Caps! When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zander's, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
Is it the competition that keeps bringing you back? The long-standing rivalries? Or is it seeing friends again and cheering on your favorite team? At First Dakota, we're here for it all. We appreciate the fans, the players, the coaches and officials, the concessions crew. The shared community experience is part of what makes life here great, and we're here for it. See you at the game. First Dakota National Bank, member FDIC.
When you're looking for quality trash pickup services, look no further than Envirotech. 6 days a week, their trucks are on the road picking up trash, even holidays. They're also the place to contact for recycling services. Their friendly, professional staff is ready to assist with weekly pickups or even special pickups. Check out the website at envirotechwaste.com. Envirotech is locally operated. Call 224-4804. Envirotech Waste Services in Pierre, proud to support high school athletics. Oh, shut the water off! Shut the water off! Oh, don't give me that look. I know you said to call Allied Plumbing and Heating. I read the instructions and I watched a couple of videos. I thought that I had this. Let me watch a couple more videos and I'll take care of it. Just go to your sister's. I'll have it fixed. Hello, Allied Plumbing and Heating. I need your help.
You can rely on your allies at Allied Plumbing and Heating. 605-494-2001. Whether you're a pro contractor or a weekend warrior, your project deserves more than just a big box store. It deserves the local touch. At Bauman Lumber in Fort Pierre, we've been helping build South Dakota since 1996. From foundation to finish work, we carry everything. Lumber, trusses, custom cabinets, and windows. With over 150 combined years of experience, our team doesn't just sell materials, we provide the expertise to get the job done right. Stop by Bauman Lumber on Sail Barn Road or visit us at baumanlumber.com. Bauman Lumber, your local partners in building.
As we welcome you back, it is a 4-2 lead as we head to the second period for the Rushmore Thunder over the Watertown Lakers. John Winkler alongside Jim Lloyd, as Jim Lloyd's got the call of the second period.
It's the second period coming at you from the Shields Iceplex. It's a 4-2 game as the Watertown Lakers struck first in this one, and maybe not, surprised everybody. Rushmore matched it back, and then it was Colin Solheim on a breakaway. Made it a 2-1 game at one point.
Jim, I will say, if the score holds out, all four teams that scored first today have all lost. Watertown still got a chance to try and change it, but everybody that scored first has not won. Watertown's that team that scored first in this game.
Opening face-off of the second period is wrapped all the way back around to the far side. Melville in the offensive zone here. Watertown Lakers in the near corner. This is Melville underneath the red line. Maybe looking for a pass out. Tried to get it to Kozuski, and this one goes all the way down. It's going to go all the way down for an icing call. And it was not an icing call.
I was going to say, I think Nygaard came out to play it too much, so they waved it off.
And this is Sutton, as he wraps it around his defensive zone, held in by the Rushmore Thunder as it wraps around to the near side. This is taken over by Ritter. It gets taken off his stick, pushed back down Rushmore Thunder just below the dot. Over on the far corner, put out the defense, and not able to get there. Where the Rushmore Thunder, that was Welling. He's going to chase it back to his defensive zone. And this goes back over to Prusner. Over the far side, Rushmore Thunder. This is Prusner bringing it in on his backhand, puts the brakes on, looking for a cutter. In the middle, that's off the skate. It's off the skate of Solheim. And pushed back into the offensive zone. Boston Butler, all tied up as Merchant, tries to throw it at the net. And this is Reeder at the top. Wyatt Reeder can't get it going in the right direction as the Rushmore Thunder work below that red line. Right behind Cole Nygaard. Over on the far side, that is Welling. Puck is tied up over in that far corner. Now it's pushed around by the Watertown Lakers. That was Sutton. Looking out front. Oh, loose puck up front. And that's Wyatt Reeder that can't get it going towards the right direction. And the Lakers in their defensive zone. Get a little room to work. Looking for a long shot. I don't know if it was a pass or it was just icing the puck. Was Sutton. Offensive faceoff coming here for the Rushmore Thunder, perhaps. In that period of long ice, they're trying to get out of their defensive zone.
And maybe, especially for this Watertown Lakers team, I don't think an icing is ever going to be a bad thing for them in this second period, because you do get to make a change even with an icing.
This faceoff is won by the Rushmore Thunder in the offensive zone in the near corner. Puck tied up in the near corner. As Wyatt Reeder pushes it down, looking for a centering pass. Nobody there as it went off the cage. This is Jake Root. He's going to throw it on, and it's a glove save. Maybe it was outside the rack. Nonetheless, it's a stoppage of play. There's Wyatt Simmons. This is Jake Root. Going to go in on an offensive faceoff here for the Watertown Lakers. As Van Gilder going to get a touch, as he can't keep it on his stick, a little bit too far. For the Rushmore Thunder, that was Williams that gave it up in the neutral zone. As the Rushmore Thunder looking to break out in the center ice. As they go out to the far side, and they are in. Big hit along the side there. That was by Markle. As he took him off the puck, there's a loose puck off to the side. It's Markle trying to get back on it. This is Wyatt Reeder, and he throws it on. And it's Wyatt Reeder. And if that was him and it wasn't touched in front, that's going to be his hat trick. Wyatt Reeder, it looks like it was him. I don't think maybe it wasn't touched.
It was right there, yeah, but right at the very end.
Was it touched?
Yeah, it was touched at the very end. Well, they're going to give it to Reeder, but it looked like it was
touched.
Look,
I thought it was a touched originally.
They're going to change it to Remington Mann. Remington Mann was the one that touched it in front. So it is Mann from Reeder and Caden Brozick.
From Brozick. All right, Brozick and Wyatt Reeder get the assist to Remington Mann as he touched it on a redirect, and it's Rushmore Thunder up 5-2. And this is the Rushmore Thunder looking for a centering pass. Can't find anybody in front. That was on its way to Hansen as it goes all the way back. As the Rushmore Thunder in the defensive zone looking for a centering pass. That is picked up by Kozuski. Kozuski trying to push it in. Now comes out as Sutton backhands it in and hands it back to Rushmore Thunder. Rushmore with a pass up to the near side. The little stick in traffic there by the Lakers. And the Rushmore Thunder get it going again. Kozuski finds it at his skates. And now it is pushed in deep where it's picked up by Jack Elsher and turned around. Goes all the way up to Melville, maybe looking for Kozuski as he couldn't quite get there. He's a little late on a shift. Rushmore in that far side, in that defensive zone, looking for a long pass and couldn't handle it. Well, there's the Rushmore Thunder. Now you get a long stretch pass. That gets taken off the stick. This is Sutton. Dorneman up to the blue line, and Lakers throw it in, but yet offside. Icing. Icing is the call. As the Rushmore Thunder are going to have an offensive faceoff here to the left-hand side of Cole Nygaard.
That first one of the period by Rushmore makes this game that much more difficult here for Watertown to try and come back from.
This faceoff goes all the way back down where Wyatt Reeder is going to chase it down. He's going to get it going with his legs. He gets to the blue line, try to pass it to himself, and now gets it where he's going to wrap it all the way back around, and picking up is Kane Howard. Thrown back down once again by Wyatt Reeder. And Markle can't get it on his stick in that far corner. Pushing and shoving. Held in by the Rushmore Thunder. Rushmore Thunder stepping around. That's Prusner. Prusner's going to take it down. Going to take a shot. Cole Nygaard with a block. Off to the side. Far side for the Watertown Lakers. Lakers are going to go one on the goalie if they hurry up. And it's going to be one on the goalie. That's a shot. That was by Tyson Lawrence. Couldn't stuff it in. Long stretch pass for the Lakers and a good opportunity there. As the Rushmore Thunder, this is Wyatt Reeder up to Ritter at the blue line. He's going to throw it in deep and wrap it all the way back around on the far side. Far side, there's Andrew Welling. As this puck is tied up, Watertown Lakers come out of the defensive zone. Merchant picks it off in the center as he's not able to hold the zone. And he's going to throw it in off the linesman. As this is Steen trying to step around. As this puck is going back and forth. As the Watertown Lakers having some quick sticks. And it gets thrown into the Rushmore bench. We have a stoppage of play at 11:27. It's a 5-2 game at 14:23. Rushmore Thunder made it a 5-2 game. Face-off coming. The right-hand side of Nygaard. Rixtenstein wins it back out to the defense as they throw it back down to that red line, looking in at the post. Nygaard's got it under control as that puck is still loose and players are going on top of one another as Nygaard had the post the entire time.
Not sure we're going to be able to see the angle here because one of the Rushmore Thunder players at Merchant's trying to say that puck's in, and we can't see it at all. But he was trying to lobby for that puck to be in from Colt Merchant.
Nygaard made the initial stop as he was hugging the post. Offensive face-off coming here. Won by the Lakers. Over to the near side. First one there is Sutton. This is Jensen going to step around. He's going to take a shot, sticked away by Nygaard on that far side. Back out to the top. This is Jensen. They're going to throw it in. Block save and a swing and a miss there as Nygaard comes out and covers the puck. So Cole Nygaard, a couple saves as of late. And he's going to have to stay strong in the net if the Lakers are going to stay in this one. They find themselves down by 3. Face off won by the Lakers. This is Jack Elsher. As he's going to back it around over to Sutton. He gets pinned up against the boards and taken away. There's a puck in front, and Cole Nygaard with another save. And this is Lawrence. Lawrence throws it all the way across, intercepted by the Rushmore Thunder, and backed up in the defensive zone, quickly up through the neutral zone. Going to dump it in quickly as Nygaard gets caught behind the net there. As he was trying to help out his defense, there goes a shot, and that goes all the way around and up and out of the zone. Chasing back is Wyatt Reeder. He's going to get it going with his legs. As he takes the zone, going to go on, and their rebound goes back out. Sutton gets just enough of it where Wyatt Reeder can't get his rebound. Held in here by Brozick. He's going to circle the wagons, going to go between the dots. And another save for Nygaard out to the neutral zone and thrown back in. This is Sutton. He's going to ice the puck. And icing the puck by design to get out of your defensive zone in the second period. There are the Watertown Lakers.
Still 9:44 left to go here in the second period. And the Rushmore Thunder with that 3-goal lead. They're trying to add on to it. Watertown's trying to stay in this game.
Chester Clark on the offensive faceoff here. Quentin Jorgensen won by the Lakers. Out to the wing, held in by the Rushmore Thunder. Brett Van Gilder trying to get it going in the right direction. And he's going to push it out into the neutral zone. Rushmore Thunder stepping around and take the offensive zone cleanly. There goes a shot, a good-looking shot. Pad save. That was went in by Hepper. As this loose puck in front is cleared out as Van Gilder. Van Gilder, they're going to go in 2-on-2 if they hurry as Van Gilder pushes it down into the corner. Getting a hold of it, and this one goes wide. That was Jake Root. Make an attempt at a shot back out to the neutral zone. Quentin Jorgensen slaps it in. Going down on the far side, this is Jackson Hepper. He's going to get it going with his legs in his defensive zone, takes the neutral zone, and just going to leave it as he is late on a shift. Jack Elsher kicks it along behind Nygaard, and Jack gets it taken off his stick in that far side. That was Jackson Reeder looking for a centering pass, goes all the way over to the far dot, takes a shot. That's a save by Nygaard. And Bogsberg throws it all the way up out of the zone. Melville's going to be the first one there, but we're going to have an icing call.
Yeah, second longer, and they would have had that one.
So you can see in this second period, the Watertown Lakers ice the puck when they get late on a shift. As you got to keep the shifts in and out. Face-off won by the Lakers. Pushed up out of the zone. Solheim's on the chase. On that far side, it's Jensen. Turning it around in the neutral zone, Melville. Taps it down in the offensive zone. Wyatt Reeder right behind his goalie. He's going to step around, get himself a little bit of room up to the wing. Up on the boards is a Rushmore Thunder stepping around, and a shot, and a nice save there. That shot was by Kane Howard, turned away by Nygaard. Back up the other way. This is Marco looking for Melville in the middle. As that passes behind him, Rushmore Thunder back up the other way in the neutral zone. This is Wyatt Reeder trying to step around. They know where he is, as he was surrounded by Lakers as he came into the offensive zone.
There's a penalty coming up against Watertown. The power play upcoming here for the Rushmore Thunder is, we'll see here.
What was the call?
I've not seen the call. The referees are talking about.
I don't have the door's open on the Lakers side, but they have not grabbed the player. It is a slash. And it's going to go on Melville. So Aiden Melville at 7:41 puts the Rushmore Thunder on a Pelican Power Sports power play. It's a 5-2 game as Hepper is going to set up this power play for the Rushmore Thunder. Over to Ritter. Thrown down deep. Rushmore Thunder back out to Ritter. Ritter back over to Hepper. He runs the point. There's a Merchant trying to slash in, and they score.
That was
a thin shot at best, as Wyatt Reeder is just above the red line.
I'm not even sure what angle is best to look at this one. We'll look at the main camera here first.
It's going to go down on the far side. And he takes a shot, and that had to go off the back of Nygaard. I don't know how else it goes in.
So you won't be able to see the shot.
This is Nygaard.
And it just went straight in from Reeder in the toughest angle, but he now has a hat trick.
And that is the hat trick. That's a power play goal. Merchant and Hepper are going to get the assists as offensive play continues here for the Rushmore Thunder. Now you have a mountain to climb if you're the Lakers, down by 4, and we're going to get a whistle. I don't know what that whistle was for.
Another penalty coming up against Watertown. Another power play here for the Rushmore Thunder.
And that is going to go on Sutton.
A rough against Colton Sutton.
It's a roughing call at 6:49. And you give another opportunity here for the Rushmore Thunder on this Pelican Power Sports power play. Rushmore Thunder showing 27 shots on goal, and the Lakers stagnated at 10. As the Rushmore Thunder set up their power play, looking for a pass in front. As the Rushmore Thunder over on the near side, being patient on this power play. Back over to Ritter. Ritter's going to walk it in all the way back across to Reeder. Down below the red line is the Rushmore Thunder looking for a pass on the dot. This is Reeder going to take a shot, and Cole Nygaard thought he had it in the glove as there's a rebound given up. And Wyatt Reeder from the other side, he's going to throw it all the way across, and this is Ritter. Down to the near corner. That's Merchant. Up to Reeder. Looking for a shot, and Cole Nygaard gets that one in the glove. Stoppage of play. As Cole Nygaard thought he had that last one. Yeah, the Watertown Lakers are going to get a new 4. It is a Pelican Power Sports power play for the Rushmore Thunder as they step in on an offensive faceoff. As Merchant wins it out over to Hepper. Hepper inside the blue line. This comes all the way back to Reeder. Reeder down to Merchant, looking for a pass on the backside as Wyatt Reeder was tied up. Back out to the blue line. This is Hepper. He's going to walk it all the way down and looking to leave it for Ritter, and it's back out to Hepper. Hepper over to Ritter. Everybody on this power play for the Rushmore Thunder cuts at the net, and the Lakers able to clear it out. 34 seconds left on this power play for the Rushmore Thunder. They scored on the last power play just about 1 minute before this one began. As the Rushmore Thunder can't set up now in the offensive zone. This is Merchant. He's going to bring it in on his backhand. Going to circle all the way and get to his forehand. That was tipped away. Nice defense there by Jorgensen. This puck is on the post. Nygaard's on the post all the way, and he's got it covered. 4 seconds left in this power play for the Rushmore Thunder.
Shots in this second period are 14-1 in favor of the Rushmore Thunder, have scored twice to have a 4-goal lead with 4:53 to go in the second.
You knew they were going to put it on the net. That's what they do the best. As we get an offensive face-off here by Chester Clark, won over by the Lakers. We are 5-on-5 hockey up to Solheim. Solheim taps it out in the neutral zone, maybe looking for Sutton on a breakaway. And going back is Elsher, as he's going to get there first and turn that one around on the defense. Up to the near side, Melville. Melville's going to get it in the offensive zone. Kozuski trying to help out there, and we're going back the other way. Going back the other way is Prusner. And a shot goes into the glove of Cole Nygaard. You knew Rushmore was going to shoot the puck. They've shot it 31 times on net. And the Lakers, not sure if they've had a shot on net in this period, maybe one, maybe two. As Colton Sutton gets it in the near corner, gonna look to chip it out in the neutral zone. This is Solheim. Solheim's gonna go in on his backhand, gonna turn it around, and Wyatt Simmons has got it as he slides across the blue paint. Good look there for Solheim. That is a shot on goal. New legs here for the Lakers, and they will have an offensive faceoff coming.
There's 4:10 remaining here in the second period. Watertown, well, they need one right now. If you're the Lakers, you got to have one in the next 4:10. Maybe two if you don't want to get too greedy, but you need one or two here before the end of the period.
This faceoff is won by the Rushmore Thunder, and man, over to the far side. That one misses everything and stays in offensive zone there by Wyatt Reeder, and he shoots quickly. Got one of the fastest snapshots in the league, and the fastest ones that I've seen in this league in a long time. He puts it on his stick, and all of a sudden it's gone.
And his ability to just put it where he wants to is just unreal. Everything is a good-looking shot because of what Reeder can do.
Now he's going to walk it in all the way across. Going to take a shot, and that goes off the side of the rack, and Nygaard, I think, gave it a kick. As we have a stoppage of play. That was Wyatt Reeder. Got it just inside the blue line, and he walked it all the way down.
Again, you respect every time he's got the puck that he's got a chance to score. He had 53 goals in the regular season. He's easily has an opportunity to get 60 before the end of the year with already scoring 3 tonight.
Face-off, won over by the Rushmore Thunder. They do it so quickly. They off the face-off. If you're not guarding them, they will automatically walk it in right at the goal. As this puck and Marco on that far corner. As a Rushmore Thunder, now we're going to circle the wagons here, looking for a centering pass, maybe touched by Van Gilder, and a shot by Nygaard. And that was a bullet by Wyatt Reeder on a loose puck.
As you look at the save by Nygaard, as Wyatt Reeder took that shot, and Nygaard just falling right over the top of it to try and block it, and he did. To get an offensive zone face-off for Rushmore.
And Wyatt Reeder, he's one of those guys that is always putting the puck on net. This is one out to the defense of the Rushmore Thunder as they hold the zone in that near corner. And it is pushed in and back out of the zone. All the way back down. And we are going to have an icing call by the Lakers. A Rushmore offensive face-off coming. It's 3:04 in the second period. Rushmore Thunder put two on at 14:23 and 7:19. We're down to that 3-minute mark in this second period. This faceoff is won by the Rushmore Thunder. Intercepted over there, trying to chip it out of the Watertown Lakers, and Rushmore throws it back down. Reeder goes and picks it up behind the net. Centering pass misses everybody in front as Hepper pushes it down in the near corner. This is Sutton. He's going to walk it up out of the defensive zone, up through the neutral zone, and going to get on his forehand, going to try to turn the corner. He takes it down in back of Wyatt Simmons, looking for a backhand give to Melville, and it gets intercepted by the Rushmore Thunder and broken up. This is Hepper, forgets the puck, and a centering puck up front, tried all the way out. Elsher gets it on that far corner and throws it at the net, and Elsher's got to pick it up in the neutral zone, back over to Sutton. Sutton's going to get it going. He takes a shot into the glove of Wyatt Simmons. No whistle given. He sets it back down for his defender, and the Rushmore Thunder are up and out of the zone. Up and out of the zone. This is Hepper on his backhand, loses it temporarily in the near corner. This is Hepper looking for a cutter and gets one between the wheels off the pad of Nygaard. That shot went on there by Welling. Pushing the back. This is Kozuski. That's going to get a roughing call. Watertown Lakers are going to go in the penalty box again. As you see, Kozuski right here gives a little push from behind.
That's a boarding. That'll be a 2 and a 10. It's just a rough.
They called it a rough.
So another power play upcoming. Third one of the day for Rushmore, who's 1 for 2 so far.
And the Rushmore Thunder will be on the Pelican Power Sports power play for the rest of this period, as it is cleared back by the Watertown Lakers. Wyatt Reeder's going to be their first one. Going to get it going in the right direction. This is a power play opportunity here for the Rushmore Thunder. They're up 6-2, approaching the end, approaching that 1 minute mark of the second period. Content to slow it down, set up the power play is the Rushmore Thunder. This is out to Hepper, over to the far side. Back out to Hepper, looked like he was going to do a one-timer. Decides to step it around. This is Ritter. Ritter looking for a centering pass to Merchant. It's on a one-timer and goes all the way back and all the way out to Wyatt Reeder. Going to go over to Ritter, back up to Ritter, and puck in front. We're at that 1 minute mark as Welling couldn't get it on his stick in the middle, as he's going to pick it up behind Nygaard. This is a power play for the rest of this period. This is Ritter. Ritter back over to Hepper. He's going to walk it back down, leave it for Reeder. Wyatt Reeder stepping around. Get to his forehand, a shot right in the middle. He missed everything. Good one-timer by Hepper, as we're at 32 seconds in this period. And we're going to get a whistle.
Net is off right now with 28.1 to go.
It wasn't off by much. They moved it an inch.
Right.
They moved it an inch. Nonetheless, we get a whistle.
Off enough to get that play
Off just enough. 28 seconds. You want to ward off this power play and get into the locker room, as the Rushmore Thunder on an offensive faceoff. This comes out. Rushmore Thunder. This is Steen. Back up to Reeder. Puck in front. As we got to clear the Solheim, kicks it out of there. And it's held in by the Rushmore Thunder. Time is ticking, 11 seconds. As they work below the red line on that far side. There's the Rushmore Thunder, 4 seconds left in this period. And it gets cleared out, and that will do it for the second period. Rushmore Thunder on a power play, and they've got 15 seconds left on that power play when they come out of the locker room. It's going to be the third period here at the Shields Iceplex. Watertown Lakers down 6-2. They've seen 37 shots on net, and I think they've gotten maybe 2 shots. The Lakers got 2 shots on goal in that second period. It's 6-2.
We'll be back with our second ministry report after this here on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Weatherall Roofing and Insulation is a family-owned business that has served Central South Dakota for over 25 years. Weatherall Roofing and Insulation specializes in metal roof restorations and flat roof repair. They also offer the highest quality insulation using closed-cell polyurethane foam and blow-in fiberglass. For all your roofing or insulation needs, make Weatherall your first choice. And remember, just foam it.
It starts with a little push, a hand to hold, and the courage to step onto the ice for the very first time. But somewhere along the way, you stop needing a hand to hold. You find your edge, you find your grit, and you realize you are never skating alone. The future of hockey is waiting with South Dakota Hockey.
When you're looking for quality trash pickup services, look no further than Envirotech. 6 days a week, their trucks are on the road picking up trash, even holidays. They're also the place to contact for recycling services. Their friendly, professional staff is ready to assist with weekly pickups or even special pickups. Check out the website at envirotechwaste.com. Envirotech is locally operated. Call 224-4804. Envirotech Waste Services in Pierre, proud to support high school athletics. The Fieldhouse in Pierre is the perfect place to sit back and watch the state hockey tournament with friends and family. The Fieldhouse with a full bar gives you that feeling like you're at the game without having to leave town, with a selection of your favorite concession-type food, and who doesn't love some pizza? There's free popcorn, peanuts, and Gardettos to complement any of your snack cravings while enjoying the games on one of the many big screen TVs. The Fieldhouse, 2013 Eastgate Avenue in Pierre. Your place for the game this weekend. Go Caps!
The puck drops, the crowd roars. South Dakota hockey is in full swing. Capital City Ford is proud to support this year's state varsity hockey tournaments and celebrate the dedication, teamwork, and passion of every player on the ice. To all the seniors, congratulations on an incredible season. Whether you're heading off to college or staying close to home, we're here for all of your automotive needs. Stop by Capital City Ford in Pierre. We'll get you on the road to your next adventure. Capital City Ford in Pierre, driven by community, powered by you.
Need cool as heck logoed caps, t-shirts, and snuggly sweatshirts fast? Get them at Cotton & Customs Embroidery and Screen Printing Studio in Volga. Their cool new, faster screen printing technique means no more plasticky, dried-out lettering to peel off after a few washings. No logo? Let Cotton & Customs design and digitize one for you, free. See their colorful embroidered logos really pop. Click cottonandcustoms.com. Let's brand your brand together.
As we welcome you back and into our second intermission report, John Wickler alongside Jim Lloyd. It is a 6-2 lead for the Rushmore Thunder over the Watertown Lakers. As Wyatt Reeder's got a hat trick, Caden Brozick, Brixton Steen, and Remington Mann have all scored for the Rushmore Thunder. Wyatt Simmons having to stop just two shots. He stopped both of them on net. It was only 2 shots in that second period for the Jeez Louise, I am horrible tonight about getting this all. It's not Wyatt Redder, it's Wyatt Reeder.
We're really quick to pick up any mistake that John makes, especially with the typing.
I had Aiden Melville spelled wrong, and thankfully somebody pointed that out, and I'm glad Jim pointed out that it had Wyatt Reeder's last name spelled right.
And I continue to look for mistakes.
And you know that I had them both wrong in the first period. I had Wyatt Redder for 2 goals, and Melville spelled with an H in there. So now they're both spelled right, and I think Brozick, Steen, and Mann and Solheim are all spelled right too.
Yeah, it looks good. Looks good, John.
Colt Nygaard with 31 saves on 37 shots. Wyatt Simmons with 9 saves on 11 shots. And, Jim, now this is – I wouldn't say that Watertown was expecting this to be how the game goes, but I think a lot of teams or a lot of people were saying, well, Rushmore is going to have their way. There's still a period left to go, but a 4-goal lead here for Rushmore feels more of what they thought. Most people thought maybe this is how the game was going to go to this point now through 2 periods. Yeah,
it's 6-2, but you look at the Rushmore Thunder scoring 2 goals in the second period. There'd be a lot of teams in the state who would like to hold the Rushmore Thunder to 2 goals in any period. So there's a few things for the Lakers. You had some opportunities. There was a puck that Nygaard felt he had covered. He didn't get a whistle. That is what it is. And then at the end of that first period, you had Markle hit a pipe, which would have made it 4-3. So you look at the game, was there opportunities? Yeah, I think the Lakers have had opportunities to stay closer in this one. But the good teams, they spread out the gap. That's just what they do. And that's what this Rushmore Thunder team has done to everybody in the league. And this third period, it's an uphill battle for the Lakers. But you stick to the game plan. I think the game plan coming out was good. I think it was very good.
Well, and this Rushmore team, at this point in the game where Rushmore is up by 4, most teams fold, and most teams
Right.
I wouldn't. And again, that's not to say that Rushmore isn't the reason why teams give up, or not. I wouldn't say give up, but
Yeah.
they start to just they avalanche you real fast.
Yep.
They score goals at will. They get up to a certain lead, and then they just start scoring goals at will because other teams' chances of feeling like they have a shot to win
Right.
drastically fall, and Rushmore just piles it on. This has not been the case in this game, and credit to Watertown Lakers for being able to do that, holding in. Again, it's a 4-goal lead, and that is very difficult to overcome from any team. Now, we saw a 3-goal lead get overcome in that first game of the day, but a 4-goal lead is going to be really hard to overcome against this Rushmore Thunder team. But credit for Watertown staying in this game and making this 2 periods of good hockey from both these teams.
Yeah, really. Like I said, I think you come out of the locker room, you stay with the game plan. As you come to the state tournament to play a certain way, and I think you set a precedence here. And you got to remember, you do have another game to play tomorrow, one way or the other. No matter which way this goes, you do play again tomorrow. So you try to keep yourself sharp. You try to do the things that you've done all week, and you stick to the plan. Like I said, I think the plan going into this Rushmore Thunder game was a good plan. I really think it was.
And again, you look at the bracket, the Hawaii Capitals and Sioux Falls East Flyers will play at 12 o'clock tomorrow. It'll be followed by the 2:30 game. Sioux Falls West will face the team that falls in this game, which, again, right now is the Watertown Lakers down by 4. Yankton and Aberdeen will play the 3-7 matchup at 5 o'clock in the state semifinal game. And then Brookings is waiting the winner of this one, looking like it's the Rushmore Thunder. Right now, again, if that lead holds, it would be Rushmore in the 1 versus 5 in the other state semifinal matchup going into tomorrow night at 7:30. And all those games are on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. Let's take another break as you're listening to the state tournament on Capital City Rock. You're watching it on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Weatherall Roofing and Insulation is a family-owned business that has served Central South Dakota for over 25 years. Weatherall Roofing and Insulation specializes in metal roof restorations and flat roof repair. They also offer the highest quality insulation using closed-cell polyurethane foam and blow-in fiberglass. For all your roofing or insulation needs, make Weatherall your first choice. And remember, just foam it.
It starts with a little push, a hand to hold, and the courage to step onto the ice for the very first time. But somewhere along the way, you stop needing a hand to hold. You find your edge, you find your grit, and you realize you are never skating alone. The future of hockey is waiting with South Dakota Hockey.
When you're looking for quality trash pickup services, look no further than Envirotech. 6 days a week, their trucks are on the road picking up trash, even holidays. They're also the place to contact for recycling services. Their friendly, professional staff is ready to assist with weekly pickups or even special pickups. Check out the website at EnvirotechWaste.com. Envirotech is locally operated. Call 224-4804. Envirotech Waste Services in Pierre, proud to support high school athletics. The Fieldhouse in Pierre is the perfect place to sit back and watch the state hockey tournament with friends and family. The Fieldhouse with a full bar gives you that feeling like you're at the game without having to leave town, with a selection of your favorite concession-type food, and who doesn't love some pizza? There's free popcorn, peanuts, and Gardettos to complement any of your snack cravings while enjoying the games on one of the many big screen TVs. The Fieldhouse, 2013 East Gate Avenue in Pierre. Your place for the game this weekend. Go Caps!
The puck drops, the crowd roars. South Dakota hockey is in full swing. Capital City Ford is proud to support this year's state varsity hockey tournaments and celebrate the dedication, teamwork, and passion of every player on the ice. To all the seniors, congratulations on an incredible season. Whether you're heading off to college or staying close to home, we're here for all of your automotive needs. Stop by Capital City Ford in Pierre. We'll get you on the road to your next adventure. Capital City Ford in Pierre, driven by community, powered by you.
Need cool as heck logoed caps, t-shirts, and snuggly sweatshirts fast? Get them at Cotton & Customs Embroidery and Screen Printing Studio in Volga. Their cool new, faster screen printing technique means no more plasticky, dried-out lettering to peel off after a few washings. No logo? Let Cotton & Customs design and digitize one for you, free. See their colorful embroidered logos really pop. Click cottonandcustoms.com. Let's brand your brand together.
As we welcome you back, as we'll be quick with this break, John Winkler alongside Jim Lloyd. All right, Jim, it's a 6-2 lead. What does Rushmore need to do to make sure they finish off the win here in this game?
Well, play like you played all year. I mean, we know how they play. A 6-2 lead, you can probably play conservative. I don't know. Just play like you have. You know they're going to continue to shoot the puck.
And if you're Watertown, how do you come back from a 4-goal deficit in this third period?
Well, I don't think you can push too much. I mean, it's a mountain. It's a mountain to climb, but I would say at this point, if you're Watertown, you execute your plan. Just execute what you've been working on and try to stay as sharp as you can. This is a good hockey team you're up against.
Third period is on the way next. You're listening to the State Tournament on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Fuel, quality service. That's the DJ's Cenex promise. Derek and Maggie Dell are proud supporters of local hockey. Swing by for a quick refuel and experience the local friendly service and clean atmosphere that makes a difference. We're more than just a gas station. We're your hometown partner on the road. Get ready, because the best is getting even better. Our brand new state-of-the-art car wash upgrade is coming soon to give your vehicle the VIP treatment it deserves. DJ Cenex, fueled by community, driven by you.
Do something to launch your future at Lake Area Tech. It's a living, working, thought-producing environment to help you level up in the workforce. Combined with hands-on training and real-world experience, you'll be ready to find a high-paying career you'll love right out of school, the way 99% of our graduates do. It's the best return on your college investment, the quickest path to your future success. Lake Area Tech, the start of something new.
Stulkin Peterson LLP has been your local CPA firm for over 40 years, offering tax preparation, bookkeeping, payroll, and consulting services. If your business, farm, or ranch needs professional, accurate, and reliable services, we are your firm. Our clients are our #1 priority. If you need a higher level of accounting service, give us a call at 605-224-5828. That's Stulkin Peterson LLP, 222 East Missouri Avenue in Pierre.
Wagner Auto Company is your complete transportation headquarters. Now is the time to order your new Buick, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram vehicles, plus a good selection of quality pre-owned and certified pre-owned vehicles. They'll take care of you after the sale with a full-service parts and auto body shop with trained technicians, along with a friendly financing team that'll work with you to find the best deal and one that'll fit your budget. Wagner Auto is your local full-service family-owned dealership for over 115 years. WagnerAuto.com. That's WagnerAuto.com.
As our Aberdeen teams take the ice at the state hockey tournament, we're cheering them on from home and inviting you to come see where that pride begins. Aberdeen is a community that rallies together, on the ice, in our schools, and across our local businesses. From great food and unique shopping, to year-round events and family fun, there's always something happening here. So when the tournament wraps up, make plans to visit. Discover what makes Aberdeen worth the trip at aberdeensd.com.
We are back here for the third period. Jim Lloyd is going to call the third.
And we are back. It's the final period of the day. And this fourth game, as the Rushmore Thunder are going to throw it in their offensive zone. And it's going to be held in by Hepper as it's taken off a stick as they look to center the puck. Melville pushed it around. This is Hepper. He can't get all his stick on it. Trying to hold the zone, and out into the neutral zone it goes. Chasing back is Jackson Brusner as Kozuski. Kozuski tries to hold it in the offensive zone. Melville over to Solheim. Solheim back down to Melville. Melville's going to take it down in the corner. Tried to step around as a Rushmore Thunder on a long stretch pass. As they're going in the offensive zone. A shot. Rebound. As Nygaard is down, he had enough glove on it to keep it out of the net, and it's going to go all the way back down, and it was played as Ian Jensen is going to turn the puck over momentarily. Van Gilder tries to throw it in on a backhand as it gets out into the neutral zone. Kicking it along, this is Steen. Steen's going to get a pass right in front of Merchant, and he gets pushed away as Nygaard is down in the goal. This is Jensen going to take a shot. Maybe looking for a redirection in front It's a Rushmore Thunder offensive zone near side. Puck pushed along on the backside for the Rushmore Thunder, centering pass looking for Merchant. Rushmore Thunder taking this one around. This is Ian Jensen. Going to circle the wagons all the way out to Wyatt Reeder. Pushes it back in that far corner on a backhand. This is Welling. Hands it off in the near corner. Rushmore Thunder unable to clear it, or the Watertown Lakers. This is held in momentarily, and now it's cleared out by the Lakers.
Go back and look at that replay from what could have been a 7-2 lead. That one maybe went off the glove of Nygaard. I think he might have got a piece of it near the last second.
Offensive face-off here for the Rushmore Thunder. That's Brozick. He wins it over to the near side, over to Hepper as this one goes all the way across. This is Colton Sutton. Going to put it out into the neutral zone at the red line. He's going to push it all the way back down. Picking it up is the Rushmore Thunder in their defensive zone. Out into the neutral zone. This is Brozick. Brozick looking to turn the corner. He gets pushed all the way back down. This is Solheim. Solheim going to get it going back the other way. Lakers hurry up. They're going to go in 2-on-2 as Melville follows up the play. This is Solheim. Loses it off the stick as he gets deep in the offensive zone. Kozuski throws it down, looking for Solheim. Kozuski once again in the near corner. Solheim behind the net. Tried to lay it back out for Melville. Jack Elsher pinching down. And the Rushmore Thunder. This is Williams. Williams going to throw it in deep as it caroms around the backside. Kozuski tries to chip it out. Reeder puts it back on the ice.
A hand pass.
And it's going to be a hand pass.
You're listening to KCCR FM Blunt, a Riverfront broadcasting station. We're just past 9 o'clock, and again tomorrow we start coverage 11:45. The Hawaii Capitals will take on Sioux Falls East in the Constellation semifinal before having a game at 2:30, 5, and 7:30.
Neutral zone faceoff. Turned around by Austin Butler. Jake Root. Jake Root giving it back to the defense to Marco. Up into the neutral zone looking for Root. Wyatt Reeder trying to get it up on out on a backhand as the Rushmore Thunder pick it up in the neutral zone. Nice defense being played there by Lawrence. Rushmore Thunder is in, takes a shot, and Cole Nygaard's got it covered. 13-11 in this third period. Rushmore Thunder scoring 2 goals in the second period, making it a 6-2 game. Can't say the Lakers have not had their opportunities, as they had one go off the post and some other shots as Wyatt Reeder steps around, takes a shot off the shoulder of Nygaard. As this puck out front, as Nygaard's got it covered. He's looking at the referee, thought he should have got a quicker whistle.
It doesn't usually make a goalie happy when the whistles don't blow right away.
He had one earlier on that he thought he should have had a whistle, and this one comes off the face-off, and he does get a quick whistle that time. This Rushmore Thunder team, unbeaten, coming in at the #1 seed as they win the face-off. This is Wyatt Reeder going to take a shot. That's broken up in traffic. Jet Van Gilder, as this puck goes all the way now over to Van Gilder. He's trying to push it up to Dorneman. He loses on his stick and a quick shot. Rushmore Thunder shoots so quick from every direction, and this is Van Gilder. Van Gilder and Lawrence are going to go in 2-on-1, and fanned on a pass was Van Gilder as he tried to put it down to Lawrence, and Wyatt Reeder is up the other way and gets picked off of his stick. This is Lawrence. This is Tyson Lawrence. Going to go in on his forehand, steps around. He goes just a little bit too far out ahead of him, and where Jackson Reeder picks it up. Stoppage of play as Wyatt Simmons gets the cover.
No shots on goal yet for Watertown in this third period.
42 shots for the Rushmore Thunder. It's looking pretty normal on the shots on goal for this team, as this one goes just a little bit out too far, and Jack Elsher's able to turn it around from his defensive position. He's going to go over to Kozuski. He's going to get to the middle looking for a backhand shot. Jack Elsher was there for a rebound. Goes up and over the top of his stick and into the near corner. This is Solheim going to walk it down, and it wraps all the way around to Sutton. A little offense here being played by the Lakers, wrapped around to Melville. Melville tries to push it out to Elsher, and it's intercepted. And going back the other way is Howard. Howard on a backhand, puts the brakes on, back behind that Watertown goalie. Yeah, puck is in front.
They will score.
And a Rushmore Thunder score. I didn't even see it. Cole Nygaard, his reaction was pretty nonchalant. As the Rushmore Thunder score the first goal of the third period at 11:29, making it a 7-2 game. And
that'll be Cameron Ritter that will get the goal unassisted. It'll actually be from Brixton Steen.
From Steen, Cameron Ritter. We're going to face off back to the Rushmore Thunder, as they're going to knock it down deep in the offensive zone. Nygaard out behind the net as this puck is tied up. Coming up is Tucker Markle, as he's going to get it going into his legs, and he takes a hit from Merchant. And that's going to be an icing call, as Merchant made a good play there, put a hit on Markle before the red line, and the puck goes all the way down for an icing call. That's a nice play by Merchant.
Kane Howard also gets an assist on that Ritter goal.
All right, so Howard gets an assist. South Dakota Hockey is going to do a player of the game, as play continues in the offensive zone for the Rushmore Thunder. As it comes out into the neutral zone, it was touched back by the Watertown Lakers. And quickly up into the neutral zone are the Rushmore Thunder. As we're going to get a penalty here by Tyson Lawrence. Oh, that's Grady Bodsberg. So the Watertown Lakers
talking about what the call is going to be, I think. Bodsberg is going to go.
And Bogsberg, I don't know what to call it. There's a possibility it was a charging call, as he kind of... the Laker bench going to get an explanation here. I got a feeling it's going to be a charging call. At 10:43.
That is a charge.
As Grady Bogsberg came from a long ways to make the hit. And that is a charging call.
It'll be a 2 and a 10 for Bogsberg.
As Mason Lloyd is pleading his case in a 7-2 game.
And they'll send...
They are going to put 2 in.
Yeah, they'll send Jamin McNamara into the box to serve the 2-minute penalty.
So it's a 2-minute penalty. It's a 2 and a 10 penalty is what it is for charging Grady Bogsberg. As you put the best team in the league on the power play once again. It's a Pelican Power Sports power play. Over to the far side. Looking for a cutter in front. Broken up by the Lakers. Pushed out to that far side. As a shot goes on. Nygaard with a pad save out to his left-hand side. This is a good power play for the Rushmore Thunder. They've had a good power play all year. As they work it around the outside, there's a one-timer. Trying to get a redirect in front was Jackson Reeder. And the far side, and the Lakers trying to clear it out, but can't do it. Put one on net is the Rushmore Thunder. They're up to 46 shots on goal. As the Lakers still can't clear the puck out. As it goes down to the near side. There's a near side. That's Kane Howard. over to the far side, all the way down the far end. Rushmore Thunder going to switch one person out as the Lakers attempted to clear the puck. And clear it now is the Lakers out to Wyatt Reeder. He goes defense to defense in the neutral zone as Kozuski is going to chip it out and it's going to go all the way down. 34 seconds on the power play for the Rushmore Thunder. As Wyatt Reeder weaves in traffic and a pass down the blue line. Rushmore Thunder are in on this power play attempt. Only 20 seconds left. It was a Bogsburg 2-10 charging call. As the Rushmore Thunder up to Hepper at the point, going to take a shot and he scores. At 8:51, it's a power play goal by Hepper. And you can't put these guys on a power play as a 2-minute power play expires.
And a second power play goal for the Rushmore Thunder, and that will send in the backup goalie in Hunter Kloos that will take over with the running clock now. Could be the rest of the way.
It's a running clock. And as the clock runs, it'll be over in 8:50. As the Rushmore Thunder, this is Clark stepping it around, taking it down deep into the offensive zone. As Hunter Kloos is put in goal for the Watertown Lakers. Rushmore Thunder play a little offense here. Quentin Jorgensen trying to turn it around out to the far side. As Wyatt Reeder gains control, looking for a centering pass. Can't make it for the Rushmore Thunder. Cleared out into the neutral zone. On the chase is McNamara. He came out of the box as he served that 2-minute penalty. Bogsburg 2-10. As the Lakers with a backhand attempt. And the Lakers playing down in their offensive end here. And we're going to get a high stick call. Stoppage of play. It's an 8-2 game on a running clock. As the Watertown Lakers struck first in this one in the first period and found themselves up 2-1 at one point in the first period. As the Rushmore Thunder added another one. And it has been Rushmore Thunder scoring 2 goals in the second period. As 2 goals thus far in the third period as it gets pushed in. This is Jack Elsher going to go all the way up to Solheim, and he can't handle it at the red line, and it's an icing call.
This will move the Rushmore Thunder into the championship semifinal tomorrow against Brookings at 7:30. And again, Jim, by the way, the scoring first has been
is not good.
It's a detriment.
It's not good.
It means you're going to lose, right? At least in day one.
In day one.
All 4 teams that scored first will not win their games. This would be obviously barring a major comeback here in the next 6:40 and counting. But
you need a goal a minute if you're the Watertown Lakers.
And all 4 teams that got on the board first, unable to hold their leads to get a win.
So this is McIntyre going in on a forehand, going to take a shot up and over the top. Maybe it hit Kloos. As it goes up over the top, player goes down on that far side. Watertown Lakers. And we get a whistle. And we're going to face off on the left-hand side of Hunter Kloos on an offensive face-off here for the Rushmore Thunder. Rushmore's Thunder, 5 unanswered goals starting at the end of the first period. Or I'm sorry, the second period. No, first period. Yes, puck is in front. Hunter Kloos able to push it out. This is Merchant tapping it back in. Elsher gets his stick on it. This is Sutton going to try to push it up to a forward. This is Van Gilder. Van Gilder up to the blue line. As Tyson Lawrence can't handle it. Goes back down in defensive zone. Rushmore Thunder going to get it going with their legs. Rushmore Thunder up and in the offensive zone. On the far side, taking a slap shot is Kane Howard. That gets broken up in traffic, and this one's going to go all the way back down. And an icing call. Icing is the call on a running clock. We're at that 5-minute mark.
So again, we'll have the South Dakota Hockey Player of the Game coming up after this one is done. They'll do a few more awards because everybody will be introduced from Rushmore to get their medals for winning the league once again this year. And then we'll also talk to our South Dakota Hockey Player of the Game.
A slap shot goes wide by the Rushmore Thunder as the zone continues. And for Rushmore, puck is turned around by the Watertown Lakers. This is McNamara as he's able to get it down deep. Chasing is Jake Root. He looks to put it up front. There was nobody there for the Lakers. Remy Redlin in the game trying to hold the blue line for the Watertown Lakers. This is turned around as that's Reeder throws it in deep and held in by the other side by brother Wyatt Reeder. This is the Rushmore Thunder taking a shot. Clues with a pad save. Puck comes out in the middle. Nobody for Rushmore Thunder, believe it or not, was ready for a centering pass as Hepper goes back, turning around in his defensive zone, creating a little space for himself. He goes in on his forehand, tries to step it around. It's picked off by the Watertown Lakers. They're going to chip it up into the neutral zone. Tapped back out to Wyatt Reeder as he's going to look for a cutter up through the neutral zone, and he's got it. This is Merchant. Merchant going to turn the corner, and Cluse has got it as Merchant came across like a streak. It's a running clock. We're at 3.5 left in this one. This will do it for the day. 4 games, and tomorrow the bracket is set.
Bracket will be set, and we'll have those 4 games, and we'll be a third of the way done with the state tournament after this one concludes.
There was a shot in, rebound off the pad of Cluse. Offensive play continues, centering pass all the way out to the top. This is for Prusner. He turns it back around, throws it back in the corner, Kozuski. Kozuski on a backhand, tries to get it up out of that corner. Now he picks it up, going to run behind his own goalie and push this thing around. Solheim up to Kozuski in the neutral zone. Kozuski's going to go in on his legs on a forehand. It's poke checked away, a nice poke check there by Ian Jensen. Solheim tries to get to it in that near corner. Marco can't keep up with it on the blue line. Comes out to the neutral zone as he backhands it back in. This is Ian Jensen. Going to look up to the neutral zone. Merchant picks it up at the blue line. Leaves it back on a pass. That is to Jensen, and Cluse is going to get a save. 51 shots. They count that one. It's 52 for the Rushmore Thunder. The Lakers have had 3 shots in the third period. It's a running clock. We're at that 2-minute mark. It's an 8-2 game where the Rushmore Thunder have had 5 unanswered goals starting in the very end of the first period.
7 unanswered goals now.
7.
Down 2-1. They scored the last 7 straight.
Yeah, centering pass. Trying to get their stick on it was Chester Clark. As it's left for Heppers, he's going to throw it in. As the Lakers pick it up on that far side, this is Sutton. Sutton at the blue line, trying to tap it up to Lawrence. And goes all the way back down. Defensive zone here off the glass for the Lakers. It's 1:21 on a running clock. As McIntyre chases all the way back in his defensive zone. Going up in the offensive zone. That is Bjorn Hansen. As Hepper leaves it back. And a shot broken up in traffic. We're at that 1-minute mark. As Rushmore Thunder playing in that offensive zone like they have the most of the game. That's what they do the best, is play offense. As the Watertown Lakers up to Boston Buckler. He's going to get taken off the puck by 3 Rushmore Thunders. As Rushmore in the defensive zone. Chip it all the way back down. 33 seconds. That's an icing call, and that might do it.
So we don't even see another face-off here
As we got to go all the way down, and nobody's in a hurry to get there.
I was going to say, Rushmore takes their time, and Watertown takes their time. I think they can let this clock run out. I think they're going to drop the puck one more time to wrap things up.
Maybe not.
Oh, maybe not.
Maybe not.
Yeah, I think they're just
the referee's going to take their time.
They're going to not even drop the puck.
And they're just going to let it go as the Rushmore Thunder. 8-2 over the Lakers. In the last game of the day, first game for the number 1 seed, as they take an 8-1 or 8-2 victory. It did get to run time, but the Watertown Lakers scored first in this one.
They scored first, but they will fall 8-2.
And we're up 2-1 at one point.
They had 2 different leads, but unable to hold on against this undefeated Rushmore Thunder team. We'll come back with a post-game show, talk to our South Dakota Hockey Player of the Game, as you're listening to the State Tournament at Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
River Bottom Sanitation, your locally owned waste management company serving the Pierre and Fort Pierre communities. Contact River Bottom Sanitation for your residential and commercial pickups. Now River Bottom Sanitation is your source for all your roll-off needs. River Bottom Sanitation in Pierre and Fort Pierre. Give them a call for pricing at 605-222-1120. River Bottom Sanitation. That's 605-222-1120. Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims to provide treatment that is not only comfortable, but has a quality-first emphasis. We believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art three-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics, 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre.
The lawyers at the May Adam Law Firm in Pierre know how important your families are to you. If you've been putting off getting your affairs in order, know that the May Adam Law Firm is available to counsel you through your questions and help you get the documents in place so that you've made your loved ones secure. Call them at 224-8803 and they can chat with you about how to document your concerns and care for your family. We're all in this together, and the May Adam Law Firm is ready and able to help.
It starts with a little push, a hand to hold, and the courage to step onto the ice for the very first time. But somewhere along the way, you stop needing a hand to hold. You find your edge, you find your grit, and you realize you are never skating alone. The future of hockey is waiting with South Dakota Hockey.
Capital City Toyota is proud to sponsor the State Varsity Hockey Tournaments with a special shout out to all the seniors. You've worked hard, now it's your time to shine. Just like a championship team, we bring the funnest car buying experience in South Dakota. Find your perfect new or pre-owned ride today. Good luck to all the teams and seniors from Capital City Toyota.
Stulken Peterson LLP has been your local CPA firm for over 40 years, offering tax preparation, bookkeeping, payroll, and consulting services. If your business, farm, or ranch needs professional, accurate, and reliable services, we are your firm. Our clients are our #1 priority. If you need a higher level of accounting service, give us a call at 605-224-5828. That's Stulken Peterson LLP, 222 East Missouri Avenue in Pierre.
As we welcome you back, they are giving the medals out to the Rushmore Thunder, who have been the league champions for the second straight year, as they are handing it out to all the members of the Rushmore Thunder before they do the all-state, academic all-state, and then Obi Baker and the all-state players. As we'll join Randy Preston down here in just a moment. Wyatt Reeder is our player of the game with 3 goals and 3 assists. And so they will, Jim Lloyd will talk to him after we get done with all of these first introductions of the, all of the things that we'll go through with the whole team receiving their league champion medals. And then we'll send it down to Randy Preston for our Academic All-State and for Hobie Baker Awards.
Assistant Coach Caleb Merchant. Assistant Coach Michael Ritter. And our head coach and the South Dakota Amateur Hockey Association Coach of the Year, Conrad Reeder. Congratulations to the league champion Rushmore Thunder. And now it's time for our academic awards. We will start with the Thunder. If your name is announced, please come up and accept your prize. Cooper DeGeese. Bjorn Christian Hansen. Brody Lee. Colton Merchant. Jackson Pressner. Wyatt Reeder. And Cameron Ritter. And the academic award winners for the Watertown Lakers, Jack Elsher. And Ethan Stimson. And now our Hobie Baker Award winner for the Rushmore Thunder, Colton Merchant. And our Hobie Baker Award winner for the Watertown Lakers, Jake Root. And now we would also like to recognize our All-State team members. From the Rushmore Thunder, first team forward, Colton Merchant. And from the Thunder, first team forward, Cameron Ritter. First team defense, Wyatt Reeder. And first team defense, Jackson Hepper. Congratulations to all of our award winners. And thank you for a great day of hockey here at the Shields Iceplex. The Rushmore Thunder will advance to the 7:30 game tomorrow afternoon. And the Watertown Lakers will be playing at 2:30 p.m. Now we would like to announce our South Dakota Amateur Hockey Association Player of the Game. From the Rushmore Thunder, Wyatt Reeder.
And once they get that picture taken, we will hear from Jim Lloyd and Wyatt Reeder.
On the Rushmore bench with our South Dakota Amateur Hockey Association Player of the Game, Wyatt Reeder.
I had you come up with season last year, state championship, and how do you keep the band together to come and do this again?
Yeah, we're a really tight-knit group of guys, and that's the end goal. Obviously, play different places maybe, and the goal is just one of them.
All right, Wyatt. You guys have been going on 2 undefeated seasons now, and tell us a little bit of it. You can't do it alone. Tell me a little bit about your team.
They're awesome. They mean everything to me. It's the greatest group of guys, and I wouldn't want to do it with anybody else. I love you guys.
All right, Wyatt leader. They're going to the semifinals. And it's the Rushmore Thunder.
As we bring it back up here to the booth, as it is a final again, 8-2 is our score to wrap up day one. The Rushmore Thunder are able to outshoot Watertown 51-13, and our day is set tomorrow. We don't have the brackets up and fully done, but Rushmore will move to the right side, Watertown to that left side. So it is going to be the Hawaii Capitals and Sioux Falls East Flyers at 12 o'clock tomorrow, and then it will be the 2:30 game, Sioux Falls West and Watertown. Then we go to the state semifinals, Yankton and Aberdeen. That's number 3 versus number 7 at 5 o'clock. And the 5th seed Brookings, they now know they're facing the number 1 seed Rushmore Thunder, officially know that they are seeing the number 1 seed Rushmore Thunder in our final game of the night 2 in the state semifinals, as it is going to be at 7:30 tomorrow night. So state consolation semifinals at 12 and 2:30. And then 5 and 7:30 for state semifinals. All 4 games are here on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports, as we're looking forward to what will be another great day of hockey after we had 3 really, really good games. And not that this one wasn't a good game, but Watertown, who led 2-1, just didn't have enough to hang with the Rushmore Thunder all the way through the rest of this hockey game. And it ends up being an 8-2 win for Rushmore as they advance to the state semifinal to take on the Brookings Rangers tomorrow night. 8-2 our final score. I want to say thanks to everybody that made these broadcasts possible today. Wanda Meyer back at the station, Jen Brazilius back at the station, the crew at K-Country for the Brookings game, as well as also Corbin Beestrom ran the camera in the first game, Dre Burton ran the camera in the second game, and then Jackson Workus running the camera for the last 2 games, as we have moving pieces all the way around, but we are ready for day 2. That'll be coming up tomorrow at 12 o'clock. 11:45 we have coverage, and that'll be coming up tomorrow morning, 11:45 right here on at Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. For Jim Lloyd, John Wickler here signing off, an 8-2 win for Rushmore to close out night 1. We'll see you at 11:45 tomorrow morning here on Capital City Rock.
Listening to the State Varsity Hockey Tournament on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports, presented by the South Dakota Amateur Hockey Association. The State Hockey Tournament is brought to you by Zander Auto Parts, the Aberdeen Chamber, Wagner Auto, Allied Plumbing and Heating, Weatherall, The Field House, Bauman Lumber, DJ's Cenex, Stulkin Peterson LLP, Capital City Ford, Lincoln and Toyota, River Bottom Sanitation, First United Methodist Church, Hermanson Endodontics, Envirotech, Lake Area Technical College, Leisure Palace, May Adam, Pelican Power Sports, and First Dakota National Bank. Join us all weekend for more state tournament hockey action on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. This has been a special presentation of Riverfront Broadcasting, Central South Dakota's sports leader.